The streets of Benares hummed with the sounds of chanting, temple bells, and the distant calls of merchants. The air was thick with the scent of incense and the warmth of the afternoon sun. Yogananda navigated through the bustling alleys, his heart filled with anticipation. He had come to meet Swami Pranabananda, a saint of great renown and a disciple of Lahiri Mahasaya. His father had spoken of him often, but words could not compare to an encounter. At last, he arrived at a simple dwelling. Inside, the room was bare except for a wooden platform where the saint sat in deep meditation, his head freshly shaven, his breath so still that he seemed more like a statue than a man. Yogananda bowed low, expecting to introduce himself, but before he could speak, the Swami's eyes opened with a knowing glimmer. "Are you Bhagavati's son?" the saint asked with a smile. His voice was light, almost childlike, yet carried an unfathomable depth. Yogananda was taken aback. His father had written a letter of introduction, but the saint had not even looked at it. Before he could question how the Swami knew him, the saint's gaze turned inward. He closed his eyes once more, and an eerie stillness settled over the room. The very air felt charged with something unseen, something beyond the ordinary. Then, the silence was broken. Footsteps echoed up the staircase, and a man hurried in, breathless and wide-eyed. "I was just with Swami Pranabananda by the Ganges," he exclaimed. "He sent me here, but how can he be sitting before me as well?" Yogananda's mind reeled. He turned to the Swami, his pulse quickening. "You were just seen elsewhere, at the Ganges?" Swami opened his eyes, completely unfazed, as if this revelation was of no consequence. He smiled gently and said, "The subtle unity of the world is not hidden from true yogis. I can be in two places at once, for my consciousness is not confined to this body." A profound stillness filled the room, heavier than before. Yogananda sat motionless, absorbing the depth of what he had just witnessed. It was no trick, no illusion. He had just glimpsed a reality beyond human limitation. As he bowed once more, a new understanding dawned upon him. A true master is not bound by the limitations of space and time, for he moves in the vastness of the infinite. Sparkles. Lesson: a true master is not bound by the limitations of space and time.